Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are jumping into some pretty explosive financial news around the AI giant Anthropic, the makers of Claude. Our mission here is to really unpack how a company's valuation can, well, almost double in just 3 months.
And the numbers are just staggering. The latest reports we're seeing suggest Anthropic is looking to raise another $10 billion.
10 billion.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that would push its valuation to a massive $350 billion. It basically confirms that this AI race is, well, it's an arms race for capital now.
Okay, so that speed, that velocity, that's what I want to dig into. It feels like just yesterday we were talking about their last funding round.
We were, and the context is everything here. Just 3 months ago, they closed their Series F round. That valued the company at $183 billion.
And a Series F is already very, very late stage.
Exactly. So to go from $183 billion to a rumored $350 billion in one quarter, you just don't see that. It's truly off the charts. And if you rewind to March, they were at $61.5 billion.
That trajectory is it's aggressive. So who is putting up this kind of money? Our sources are pointing to Coke2 Management and GIC.
Singapore's sovereign wealth fund, yeah.
These are not small-time players. What are they betting on that gives them this much confidence?
Well, it really connects directly to the practical application of their tech. The market isn't just betting on general AI anymore, it's betting on specific tools, especially Claude Code.
Their tool for automating software development.
Right, it's all powered by their latest model, Claude Opus 4.5. And this is the key. It targets the most expensive part of any big company, engineering time. That potential for massive ROI is what's justifying this flood of cash.
Okay, and this is where the story gets really interesting and a bit complex. The compute capacity, we're seeing this huge separate $15 billion commitment from NVIDIA and Microsoft. But that wasn't just cash in the bank for Anthropic, was it?
No, not at all. And this, I think, is the most important insight from our sources. It's what you'd call a circular deal.
A circular deal. Explain that.
So Anthropic secures that $15 billion in funding, but the deal mandates that they have to turn around and spend $30 billion, double that amount, on compute capacity.
From Microsoft Azure.
From Microsoft Azure, which of course runs on NVIDIA's chips.
So the money they raise is immediately promised back to their partners. The investors are basically selling them the infrastructure they need to use the investment.
You've got it. The capital is buying the right to play. If you connect the dots, you realize the AI race is fundamentally a compute race. You either buy this incredibly expensive hardware or you're out.
And this is all happening while they're prepping for a potential IPO this year. So this is also about positioning against their main rival, right?
Absolutely. It sets them up for a showdown with OpenAI.
So where does this $350 billion valuation put them in that fight?
It puts them as a very clear, very strong number two.
Yeah.
But the gap is still significant. OpenAI is reportedly in talks to raise up to $100 billion, and they're targeting a valuation of up to $830 billion.
$830 billion, that just puts the scale of this whole thing into perspective.
So really, two big themes come out of this deep dive. First is just the insane speed of venture capital right now. A doubling a valuation like this in 90 days is wild. And second is the sheer scale of the investment required. Not just the direct cash, but these massive, non-negotiable compute deals you need just to get in the door.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It means the AI market is now being defined not just by clever code, but by the staggering amount of capital needed to run the race. It's like a national-level spending project.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question for you to think about. When you see your biggest rival targeting a valuation that's nearly 2.5 times larger than yours, does that mean Anthropic's $350 billion is a ceiling? Or is it just the opening shot in the next, even more intense phase of the AI capital wars?